Hi, this is Vidya Balan. Watch me on Shooting Stars with Umar.
Easily the loveliest, the smartest, and the prettiest actress that we have today, and among the most talented. And what a great time to be an actor. Vidya Balan is an actor at a time when OTTs are bursting all over the place, movies are going crazy, scripts are going crazy, and she has the pick of the lot. So, my fellow friend, my travel lover, I welcome Vidya Balan, who is the best of the best. Welcome, Vidya.
Oh my God, Umar Qureshi, thank you for that lovely introduction. So good to see you, even if virtually.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it's we'll always be connected. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm going to start, and we are going to do a little musty as is known for.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you from Hey Baby to Shakuntala Devi. That's a mathematically impossible feat. So how did you make the leap?
I learned my tables.
So, what do you mean by I learned my tables? Can you, you mean you multiplied?
Yeah, absolutely. I, um, my lessons multiplied over the years, my
Okay.
experiences multiplied over the years, and therefore, hopefully, my growth has multiplied. Does that make sense?
Absolute sense, yeah. So, I mean, like when this movie first came to you, Shakuntala Devi, what was your first thought?
You know, one that, of course, she's a mathematical genius, the human computer, and all of that. That's stuff that is in the public domain. So I knew that. But when Anu Menon shared a one pager with me saying, this is not a story.
Yeah.
We want to tell it from the point of view of her daughter. We want to tell Shakuntala Devi's story through the eyes of her daughter,
Okay.
Anupama Banerjee. But this is just things about her.
Right.
So she narrated some incidents because she had interviewed Anupama Banerjee and her husband Ajay for months. So she had a whole lot of stories. And also there were things on that sheet of paper that I was fascinated by.
Yeah.
You know, for a woman who was young in the 60s and 70s,
Yeah.
Omar, to have said, I want it all and I will have it all,
Amazing.
you know, unapologetically. I think that was so inspiring. So I read that and I felt like, you know, oh, if she could do it then,
Yeah.
we girls today have no excuse for, you know, not living our lives exactly the way we want to.
True.
But so many other, you know, she was just someone who was, she's everything you don't expect of a maths genius. So she's got a wicked sense of humor. She loved to dress up. She loved to
Yeah.
dance.
Wow.
And, you know, she loved to travel the world. Of course, her work also took her all over the world. But apparently, she charmed the pants off even the prime ministers and presidents of different countries. She had everyone eating out of her palm, you know, because she would hold fort and people would just be enthralled by the way she performed her math shows and even otherwise just, you know, interacted with people. So I was like, wow. You know, she wrote the first book on homosexuality in 1977 called The World of Homosexuals. What is it that she's not done? She's written, of course, books on maths and puzzles but this, and then she became an astrologer, and then at some point she entered politics just on a whim, you know, because she wanted to. So I think such a full life that I said, wow. And yet, what's interesting is that, like every mother-daughter relationship, doesn't matter who she was to the outside world. The daughter just wanted her to be a mother and nothing else.
Lovely.
You know? So I think there was everything in it.
That's incredible. And of late, you have been very scientifically and mathematically inclined.
You know, my parents are very happy considering I'm South Indian and I didn't study too much. Of course, I did my MA in sociology, but I didn't take up an academic career. So they're very happy. Achha, so scientist covered, now mathematician covered.
Oh, tick, 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 tick. Tell me, do you look back at some of your own work, like when you get movies like Shakuntala Devi, do you reinvent that character? You imagine the character in your head, or do you look back to some of your past work for inspiration?
No, I've never looked back for inspiration. I think the script has to inspire me, you know, and in this case, the person, because when you're doing a biopic,
Yeah.
and actually, I almost feel like it's not fair to call this film a biopic because there is so much more to her life. But obviously, we've tried to pick out the landmark events
Yeah.
of her life to tell within 2 hours, but otherwise, there's so much more. But yeah, when you're playing a real person, I think if you're inspired by that person, great. If you're not, then I wouldn't. If I'm not, then I wouldn't end up doing the film. But also, Anu Menon's approach was very interesting for me. From the first time I met her, she worked on the script for a very long time until she was fully satisfied. She and her co-writer Nayanika and the dialogue writer Ishita Moitra, they spent months, actually more than a year, getting the script at a place where she felt, okay, I'm ready to shoot now. And then, of course, Abundancia, Vikram Malhotra came on board. And they also contributed greatly because, it's so great to have producers who are creatively involved, who support the director's vision. Yeah. So I think all of this came together. But first, when I met Anu Menon, I felt like, not just the fact that I've never worked with a female director before this, but her take on this story was refreshing.
How was it to take?
It was not like a regular biopic.
But how was it to take directions from a woman?
Wonderful. I've done that all my life. My mother, my sister, and but honestly, on a set, it doesn't matter whether. I realized that. I kept thinking, maybe it'll be different when it's a female director. She was a director on set.
Right.
Like our cinematographer was a cinematographer. Keiko. Right. She was not a female cinematographer. Though, in interviews and all that, it's we have been talking about that. But to me, they were just professionals who were doing their jobs.
Absolutely.
Whether it was, we had two production designers, Vinti and Meenal, costume designer, Niharika, the editor is Antara. So many women, even one of our producers is from Abundancia, is this lovely lady named Shikha. But I'm saying we also had men on the film. And I think it was, but there were definitely more women on this film than there's ever been on any set of mine. And I love that experience.
That's amazing. And especially because Indian women have always been emancipated. While the rest of the world is still struggling with gender equality, I think India has been, the women have been liberal minded and strong minded and, very strong characters, right? Like Shakuntala Devi.
Yeah. But they've been few and far between, which is why, or I think they weren't recognized as much.
Yeah.
But hopefully that's changing now. We're telling their stories. We're getting inspired by them. And hopefully there'll be many more stories, many more lives to make biopics on in the near future.
Yes, of course. And how is the promotion been? Very different for you this time because you're promoting maybe virtually and it's releasing digitally. So is that like, damn, I want this to get out to a wider audience? Is that there somewhere?
I think it's actually a wider audience because we're releasing on Amazon Prime Video, which will reach our film to 200 countries, and they have a huge viewership. Wow. So I think that's great under the given circumstances. Of course, it was made for the theater, but I'm very happy it's releasing on Amazon Prime, and they're really passionate about the film. So we're all trying to pool in our resources and promote within these constraints in the best possible manner we can. And Umar, I have to say I'm enjoying this. It's no different for me because I speak 19 to the dozen anyway. But it is different, and that's interesting. As long as I'm able to promote my film, as long as I'm able to tell people that please watch my film, I'm happy wherever it is, from wherever. Of course, on the day the trailer released and, we got such great reaction, I turned to Siddharth and I said, I feel like now I'm ready to go out and promote. And he said, go out and promote? You can promote, but you can't go out. But wo muh se nikal liya, because you're so used to it.
Yeah, that's true. Vidya, what advice would you give, because you came and made it on the strength of your talent and you get movies which are specifically written for you. What advice would you give talent out there who kind of lose heart? A lot of talent. India's got a lot of talent, actors, writers, directors.
Of course. What a pool of talent. And, thanks to the exodus of work today, on the OTT platforms, in film, on television, even on through various other media, I think we've realized that we have some of the most talented people here. But, life has its share of ups and downs, and the downs are unfortunate, and I wish we could all wish it away, but we can't. So I think we have to just, I know it's easier said than done, but when you're feeling low, maybe talk to someone, maybe write it down on a sheet of paper, maybe record it on your phone. Just saying it out will give you perspective, will give you solutions, maybe will heal some part of you. If you can get professional help, great. But it's very important to get that rejection out of your system, disappointment out of your system, failure out of your system, so that you can move on. Because, of course, it's not like I'm starting out now, but for everyone, life has ups and downs. And, we can't let the downs get us. We have to have the faith that tomorrow is another day and things will get better.
Yes.
And no failure, no failure is final until you give up.
Yeah, fabulous.
And it's okay to fail, and it's okay to say, I feel like it's the end of my life. It's okay to say that, but just say it and get it out of your system. That's it.
What next for Vidya Balan?
It's a film called
the talented Miss Balan.
a film called Sherni. I was actually in the process of shooting it when the lockdown was announced.
Right.
Actually, 2-3 days before the lockdown, so we had to wrap up and come back to Bombay. But it's being shot in the jungles of MP. It's being directed by Amit Masurkar and produced by Vikram Malhotra and Abandon Shah again after Shakuntala Devi. So, yeah, we hope to resume after the rains. Let's hope for the best.
That'll be amazing. What's it about? Like a little hint?
It's okay. I'll just tell you. It's about the man-animal conflict. So it's set in the jungle. That's all I'm at liberty to say at this point.
Lovely. That sounds cool. So great. We wish Shakuntala Devi a great success, and I'm
Thank you.
Yeah, and the kids will love it because it's for school kids who will get out there and say, "Hey, I can do maths."
Yeah, I hope it changes people's perception of maths, their relationship with maths. She actually, when I saw her shows, Umar, I was amazed by how much she made it look like a magic show. So it was literally, you felt like, oh, there's nothing to fear in maths anymore.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll do that for kids, who knows? But listen, you have a date with me on the 31st of July on Amazon Prime. So what if it's not in person?
I'll be there.
Yeah?
Yeah. And
great.
Thank you so much, Vidya.
Thank you, Umar.